Yeah, I'm sending this message to President Tinubu. Sir, please don't give back power to the North without restructuring Nigeria. Nigeria need true federalism. Don't give back power to the North without restructuring Nigeria. If not, Nigerians will suffer. Oh. Wetin Buhari do and wetin you say they do, they learn. Wetin the next northern president will do to Nigerians will be unbearable. Give us true federalism. Tinubu, if you don't want to do anything, please give us true federalism. Restructure Nigeria. Give us true federalism. If you don't do this thing before you give power to the North, Nigeria is gone. If you don't restructure Nigeria before you give power to the North, Nigeria is gone. You see how they are crying because of they want to eradicate Islamic terrorists. They are crying all over the place. They are crying. These are terrorist sympathizers. 60% of them are terrorist sympathizers. Terrorist sympathizers. Tinubu, please don't give back power to the North without restructuring Nigeria. That's the only thing I want from you. Give us true federalism, please. True federalism. That's what we need. Every state should control their resources. Every state should control their internal security. If we have true federalism, no criminal will come from the North to come and be shouting Allah Kuba, Allah Kuba, Allah Kuba in the name in the name they want to buy people. If we have true federalism, no criminal will come from the North and come and be shouting Allah Kuba to buy people. It will not happen. Because the internal security will take care of it. Tinubu, please, don't give back power to the North without restructuring Nigeria. Please.
No, sincerely, what Tinubu wants, it is a fact. I'm not just making up. Is to be able to be, ahead, to be, peer with the northern candidates. He wants to a situation where he brings up a campaign of Southern solidarity. That is the turn of the South. South has 4 years, and that they're trying to remove him because he's a Southerner and all that. And and it seems that the only Southerner that has the capacity to be on the ballot and also be able to challenge him and take over majority of the vote cast in the South. Because if you look at the data of the last election, in Southern Bloc alone, P2B scored 45.2% of the vote that were cast, while Tinubu was struggling with about 38% of that vote. So you see that when you put them side by side, it is P2B that will be able to defeat the incumbent and then bring a government that will usher in responsible leadership and an accountable leadership that will be transparent. And he knows that there's this mass follower, this organic followership that Peter B has among the young people, which he doesn't have. That's declared he doesn't have it. So so it's really on that note that a lot of these parties are in disarray, and it's a deliberate hand of government. The government is using their third hand agents and all the agents in this political party to make sure that this political party. In my history of being a party manager for over let's say 22 years, I've never seen a place where the party comes to almost a situation where their issues cannot be resolved. When parties have specific organs within the party that can self-regulate, self-manage, and self-arrive at a solution to their problem. And in most often times, it is not just the party alone. There's a regulatory body that's responsible for management, for monitoring, for observation of political party activities, which is in the Independent National Electoral Commission. INEC responsibility goes beyond registering political party. INEC is both a registrar and a regulator. So INEC would have, called parties to meeting. INEC would have found a way to, solve the situation. But the first time in the history of my political party administrative career, I discovered that INEC is saying that party has no leadership. So it's bewildering and it's surprising, sincerely. It's something I've never seen because there's a department responsible for that in INEC, which is called election and party management. And you also have even another department that does about to resolve issues harmoniously among members that are quarreling. I hope because most of this fraud actually emanates from how the legal department mismanage information. Okay, also the overbearing attitude of the previous chairman. He has people specific that are party leaders that he feels are supporting him, whether it's wrong or not. So it protects them. Even if you get a judgment against them, they stand by them. So I hope the current chairman will go beyond such level of partisanship and look at the responsibility of the commission to be transparent, to be open, and perform for the general interest of our good and the good of our people.
The fight Tinubu is fighting right now Have you ever asked yourself why every other person in Nigeria can be sent to prison for defamation, but a Fulani man who committed murder will be sent home? Have you ever asked yourself why the Fulanis, who are not originally Nigerians, decide who becomes the president of Nigeria, even though they are minority? And that is why I'm talking about the fight Tinubu is fighting right now. Nigeria has not gotten independence. Nigeria is still being colonized. The so-called independence of 1960 was an upgrade of the indirect rule that was introduced by Lord Lugard in 1904. Britain has been colonizing Nigeria through the Fulanis since 1960, and that is why the Fulanis are acting with so much arrogance. They are not loyal to Nigeria. They believe Nigeria is beneath them. When the interest of Nigeria conflict with the interest of the Fulanis, Fulani man will lean towards the interest of the Fulani, not interest of Nigeria. And that is why I want you to watch this video.
When President Muhammadu Buhari was holding the reins of leadership in this country, any voice that spoke out against killings, against kidnapping, was tagged as an enemy.
How come all the northern military senior officers, retired and serving, including the Minister of Defense, former Chief of Army Staff, Blatai, are rallying around this very guy? There is no way somebody would be acting on the orders of an incumbent president and somebody else who is acting on the orders of a retired military officer would counter his orders and it would be right. There is no way it would be right. Of course, Tinubu is fighting to give Nigeria independence. President Tinubu is fighting to liberate Nigeria from the shackles of Fulani and British colonialism. Look at
what happened with Matawali. He was being directed by the president to go to Kebbi and recover those 24 pupils of that secondary school that were kidnapped. Within 3-4 days, he recovered them unharmed. They were interviewed and nobody said, none of them said they were touched or done anything bad. And even the bandits recorded them. They were brought back home with the help of the coordination of the NSA, brought back home safely. When I called him to congratulate him, I told him, get ready. You're going to be the punching bag.
Why? Why do you think it was going to be?
Everybody that is targeting the president today will be targeting either the NSA or Matoli. That is it. It's envy, Show. Look at what happened in the last 4, 5, 6 days on Matoli. I told him this.
Those who are asking him to be removed,
yes.
Those who are saying he's not the right candidate.
Yes. It has shown that he is one person that the president will send and he will deliver. So let's remove him so that we make the president porous. And now we'll have something to criticize the president and the government next year. That is it. I have never seen a situation whereby somebody was sent for a job, he delivered, and such a criticism comes up.
Well, how do you defend Matawale's appointment? Is he doing anything?
Has he not done something? It's you I should ask. You are a journalist. Have I not sent you a lot of things that he had done from being a governor when this thing started to being a minister? Haven't I sent you? Why didn't you show it? Show.
No, I have it.
So, but why didn't you show them?
If you have what's it called, in Saudi Arabia, I guess.
He recently signed.
Yeah,
yes,
he signed it to me 3 days ago. So.
Yes, I sent it to you. He was in the Saudi. Do you know what people were saying while he was signing the agreement? People were saying he has dodged to see CG Musa appointed as minister. That was what people were saying. Meanwhile, the president has sent him out for an assignment. So it is envy, Shehu.
So most of these accusations are coming from Zamfara. I see a lot of
It's not just Zamfara, it's everywhere. It's Zamfara, it's other parts of the north, it's people that are close to him. Do you understand? It's not just Zamfara. So
Matawale struck a deal with Saudi Arabia for Nigeria to get more equipment and partnership.
Absolutely, he signed the agreement, yeah. Yeah, the president sent him to go and sign the agreement on behalf of the government, federal government of Nigeria. People were saying he has dodged being around to celebrate CG Musa as minister. And we know that CG Musa is very close to him.
But I know Matawale was one of the 3 governors who sued the president.
Yes.
The president at the time of the federal government.
Currency, yeah.
El Rufai,
yes.
Yaya Bello,
yes.
and Matawale. They were in the forefront of the two.
So they have gotten rid of 2. Shehu, it's just one person that is remaining.
So all of this is politics from your own point of view.
Absolutely.
What is going on in your party? Why this envy? Is Tinubu the main target? Is Tinubu the main? Does it look like some elements in the northern Nigeria don't want Tinubu in office in 2027? Is that what it's playing?
Oh, absolutely. A Yoruba man is being president and is doing very well, things that a northern president has never done. Everybody cried out since 1999 or before then on subsidy. Nobody had the guts to remove it until Tinubu came. That alone spiked a lot of northern.
If you talk about national politics,
some of you are not paying attention to what is going on. You know, recently, the president appointed what he called Renewed Hope Agenda Initiative coordinators in all the 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. He was very, very careful and strategic to appoint people he believed are political heavyweights in all the 6 geopolitical zones, getting them busy ahead of 2027. In the South-South, he appointed former governor of Delta State, Ifeanyi Okowa, who also happened to be the vice presidential candidate in the 2023 election, a running mate to Atiku Abubakar. In the Southeast, he appointed the former Senate president, Senator Anyim Pius Anyim, who is from Ebonyi State. In the Southwest, which is Tinubu's region, he appointed Oladipupo Olebande. Sorry if I don't pronounce the name well, I'm not a Yoruba guy. In the Northeast, he appointed the former governor of Bauchi State, Esa Yuguda. In the Northwest, he appointed the former governor of Katsina State, Aminu Bello Masiri. In the North Central, he appointed the former governor of Nasarawa State, Omar Tanko Al-Makura. In the different states now, he has coordinators. For instance, in Ebonyi State, the coordinator of Renewed Hope Agenda Initiative now is former deputy governor of Ebonyi State, Dr. Eric Kenechigwe. In Ebonyi State, where I come from, there are 2 major political heavyweights today. Number 1 is the current Minister for Works, Engineer David Omahe. Number 2 is the former Senate President, Senator Anyim Pius Anyim. So now it means that the 2 major heavyweights in Ebonyi are already for Tinubu. So the same thing has replicated in all the 36 states. What he has done is that he wants to make sure that 2027 election is not as controversial as 2023. He wants a landslide victory. Already you know that in PDP today, almost all the governors have defected to APC. So it's a win for him. Most of the people that won Senate and House of Reps under Labour Party, they have all moved to APC. It's a win for him. This video is just simply to analyze the situation for you to know that Baba is strategically positioning himself to make sure that he wins on a landslide victory. I don't know what your principal is doing, the person you want to support come 2027. But whatever you are doing, just know that Baba, the master strategist, is not sleeping. There's only 2 things that will stop him from being president of Nigeria for the 2nd term. And that's 1, God. 2, the people. If the people don't double, triple, or quadruple the effect and their effort in 2023, before 12 o'clock 2027, President Tinubu must have already been declared for 2nd term. And as usual, oppositions will be asked to go to court.
Welcome back to the channel. So if Nigerians are really serious about removing APC from power, then all these opposition parties, they need to stop playing games and actually unite. Because splitting votes is the biggest gift they keep giving APC every election. As it's seen now, in about 36 states, I think 28 states now, APC is winning and is ruling there. And that's not a good thing. APC does not always win because Nigerians love them. These people are winning because these oppositions are divided. They are selfish and also greedy. So if PDP, Labour Party, NNPP and others continue to run separately, I just feel like APC will simply walk back into power again, even with all the suffering in the country. Now, one thing we should just know is that one strong coalition against APC is the only way forward. One candidate, one structure, one message. Anything outside that one is just noise. We've already seen what happens when votes are scattered. APC now benefits, the people suffer, and politicians move on like nothing happened. So the question now is, who should lead this united front? And many Nigerians are saying it should be Peter Obi. And I think it makes sense. It's not because this man is perfect, that's the truth. It's not because he is perfect, but because among all the options, I think he stands as the strongest person and he has the strongest chance against APC. This man has one major advantage Atiku and others don't have, which is credibility with the masses. people see Obi as someone that is different from the usual political class. He talks about cutting waste, reducing costs. In a country where corruption and reckless spending are killing the economy, that message connects deeply with ordinary Nigerians. Now, we all know the issue of trust, that is in Nigeria, whether we like it or not. A lot of Nigerians don't even trust Atiku because this man has contested many times and lost. And some people feel that his time has passed. Others are saying that they see him as part of the old system, which created the problems that we are facing today. Either it's fair or not, their perception is there. And as we all know, politics is all about perception. APC will easily use that against him. We also know that, just like the first person said, Obi has a very strong youth support because the young people in Nigeria are very angry, they are hungry and unemployed. When Obi speaks their language more than any other politician that we know for now, and the obedience movement shows that Nigerians can mobilize without money, politics, if they believe in a candidate. So the energy is just there, and that's another key point. So we all know the issue of regional balance that is happening in Nigeria. Obi has shown that he can get votes across the regions, especially in the south and parts of the middle belt. With the right alliance, he can also pull significant votes from the north, because APC fears that kind of coalition more than anything else. And I think that APC's biggest weakness right now is performance, because the economy is bad, prices are high, insecurity is even worse, and a lot of Nigerians are just frustrated. So this is the best chance the position has ever had. If they could waste it with ego battles and personal ambition, the truth is Nigerians will pay the price for it. So this is not time for party loyalty or anything. It's time for survival. Nigerians need results, not slogans. And if uniting behind Obi will give them that advantage, then what are we waiting for? Well, let me know what you think in the comment section. And if today is the first time joining my channel, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
There is a lot going on between the West and the North right now. They never expected all these things that they are getting from Tinubu administration. Honestly, they never expected it. They actually supported Tinubu to win that election. They threw their full weight behind him. They supported him materially, they supported him financially, they supported him, in terms of media support so much. So as it is right now, Tinubu administration is frustrating them. In fact, they see Tinubu administration as a threat to their political structure. See, since the death of Abiola, Tinubu, I see him like somebody who has nurtured or could have nurtured an ambition to unravel the political structure of the North anytime or the moment he becomes the president of Nigeria. Is going to bring down the northern political power, and he did that without hiding it from them. He did it and he's crumbling that structure to the ground. So the North were like, what is going on? Because this is a guy that appeared before the North that, don't worry, I will dance to your tune. He appeared before the North like a sick fowl, like somebody that will die today, tomorrow. So many times during his campaign period, he fell down. Sometimes he goofed whenever he's talking. He will repeat himself many times. Sometimes he will misspell or mispronounce some things. Only for this guy to attain presidency and became much stronger than even everybody expected. And he turned his back against the North once, and he began to cut down their political structure one after the other. The likes of El-Rufai that actually supported him during the election, he sidelined that one. Shetima, he made that one look irrelevant. In fact, Tinubu, a very dangerous politician, he makes an open fool of them. He makes them look like a fool, and they vomited their poison from their mouth, and he saw them. Tinubu, Tinubu is the most dangerous politician I've ever seen in the history of our democracy. A political polarizer. Tinubu,
a master deceptor. He deceived them to make them to believe that they should not worry. It will make things go their way. So as it is right now, the Northerners, they are angry. They are not happy with his administration, because as soon as he attained presidency, he moved the CBN some offices, he moved FAN, he moved them to Lagos, and some of them, as a result, they retired. They resigned. And all these are the things that, they are being pained right now, and they don't even have somebody they can actually present for the next coming election. So they look like a fool. People now see the North like a fool and like a kind of terrorist. That's the way we are seeing the North right now. And I want to appreciate Tinubu for all of that, because the North has so much abrogated power to themselves that they control almost all our military structure. And I blame the British for that, because the British made people believe that they should be the one to run the country. The British actually give them this mindset that Nigeria belongs to them. So average Northerner will tell you they own this country. But the advent of Tinubu actually crumbled this system. So Tinubu, kudos to you for that. But I want to say this: start aligning with the Igbos. Start aligning with the Southeast or South-South or Southwest. If you allow the North to seize power from you, they will show you shaggy. They will use your nose to blow trumpets. I'm telling you, they are dangerous and they are angry right now. In fact, they want to set in series of insecurities, because I don't know the reason why. You will see a number of these people owning guns, owning assault rifles. You can't try that in the Southeast or Southwest or South-South, that somebody is holding such a rifle. They will get you arrested. But in the North, they do this freely. You see Governor bargaining peace deal with terrorists. So as it is right now, Tinubu, please, my advice is that try to start aligning with the Southeast, Southwest, South-South, and do not let them seize power from you. If they do that, if that happens, I really feel for the Yorubas. I feel for the South, I feel for the Southeast. They are dangerous right now, and they want to do everything to seize power, or they destabilize the country. That is my advice for you, sir.